On December 16th, 1961, the world turned upside down, then inside out, and I was born screaming in America. I was told when I grew up I could be anything I wanted. A fireman, a policeman, a doctor, even president, it seemed. But like many kids growing up on a steady diet of westerns, I always wanted to be the cowboy hero. That lone voice in the wilderness, fighting corruption and evil wherever I found it, and standing for freedom, truth, and justice. And in my heart of hearts, I still track the remnants of that dream wherever I go, in my never-ending ride into the setting sun. This is it. Tonight's the night. I feel it. Tonight, finally, the message is going to be heard. Thank you, God. Amen.
Please welcome Bill Hicks. Good evening, brothers and sisters, friends and neighbors, vibrations in the mind of the one true God, whose name is love.
Well, where I come out with material particularly is, it's very simple. Anything that defies my sense of reason. Everyone has a voice of reason inside them, and I believe that's been quelled to a large degree by our multimedia society that we live in. But anything that defies my voice of reason comes out, and you hold it up to the light of reason, and then you start nailing it, and those are the jokes, until what's left is a laughter, I think, of recognition of a truth.
I love talking about the Warren Commission. I love talking about the Kennedy assassination as well. The reason I do is because I'm fascinated by it. I'm fascinated that our government could lie to us so blatantly, so obviously, for so long, and we do absolutely nothing about it.
That action you see Kennedy's head do in the Zapruder film, caused by a bullet coming from up there. Yeah, what happened was Oswald's gun went off, causing an echo through the buildings of Dealey Plaza. And the echo went by the motorcade on the left, and he went, "What was that?" So there. We have figured it out. Go back to bed, America. Your government has figured out how it all transpired. Go back to bed, America. Your government is in control again. Here's American Gladiators. Watch this. Shut up. Go back to bed, America. Here is American Gladiators. Here is 56 channels of it. Watch these pituitary retards bang their fucking skulls together and congratulate you on living in the land of freedom. Here you go, America. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you. Oh, good. Honey, I heard on the news that they figured out that the gun, what happened is that there is an echo and that Kennedy was asking Jackie what it was, and that's why his head flew up. Honey, what time's Gladiators on? Are we missing it? Woo, I'm so glad we're free, honey. I believe that there's this agenda in mainstream media, and I think it's fairly easy to back this up, to keep people stupid, docile, and apathetic.
You know my problem? I watch too much news. You ever watch CNN headline news for any length of time? It's the most depressing fucking thing you will ever do. War, famine, death, AIDS, homeless, recession, depression, war, famine, death, AIDS. Then you look out your window, it's just... Where is all this shit happening, man?
Pretty soon we're all going to be locked inside our homes, no one on the streets but pizza delivery guys and armored cars with turrets shooting pizzas through the mail slots of our front doors. And every house will glow with American Gladiators beamed in. We are free. Keep repeating, we are free.
See, I just don't agree with everything I hear just because I hear it over the TV. Sometimes I got to ask myself what I feel about things. That way I can get a closer reading of what's true. All my point is there's a lot of ways to look at the world. You know what I'm saying? Why pick the way you learn over TV? Because it's usually wrong.
You're right. You're right. Not those fuckers who want to tell you how to think. You're fucking right. There is a huge audience of disenfranchised people who look at mainstream entertainment and pull their hair out. 90% of it is puerile scat propaganda from the corporations to make us stupid.
They don't want the voice of reason spoken, folks, because otherwise we'd be free, and otherwise we wouldn't believe their fucking horseshit lies, nor the fucking propaganda machine, the mainstream media, and buy their horseshit products that we don't fucking need and become a third world consumer fucking plantation, which is what we're becoming.
We live on like the third mall from the sun. That doesn't piss anybody off anymore. But Bill, malls are good. Malls allow us to shop 365 days of the year at 72 degrees. That must be a goodness. We're happy consumers. I'm a happy consumer. And you know, I'm concerned about what my children consume. I'd like to consume the barrel of a 12-gauge shotgun right now if I could. Thank you, because I'm in hell. You do realize by the year 2000, all malls in the world are going to be connected. There's going to be a subculture of mall people who have never seen daylight, born, bred, and raised in the malls.
They want you to be a docile, apathetic herd of consumers of corporate products. By the way, if anyone here is in advertising or marketing, kill yourself. There's no rationalization for what you do, and you are Satan's little helpers, okay? Kill yourself, seriously. No, this is not a joke. He's going to be a joke coming. There's no fucking joke coming. You are Satan's spawn, filling the world with bile and garbage. You are fucked, and you are fucking us. I know what all the marketing people are thinking right now, too. Oh, you know what Bill's doing? He's going for that anti-marketing dollar. That's a good market. He's very smart. Oh, man, I am not doing that. You fucking evil scumbags. Oh, you know what Bill's doing now? He's going for the righteous indignation dollar. That's a big dollar. A lot of people are feeling that indignation. We've done research. Huge market. He's doing a good thing. God damn it, I'm not doing that, you scumbags. Quit putting a goddamn dollar sign on every fucking thing on this planet. I thought I lived in the U.S. of A., United States of America, and actually we live in the U.S. of A., United States of advertising. Freedom of expression is guaranteed if you've got the money. Okay.
I have no illusions about these cocksuckers. I know there's 12 guys who run the fucking world, and they own every company, and you know, it's fact. You can look it up. I'm not a conspiracy nut. This is all on paper.
You know, there's a handful of people actually run everything. That's true. It's provable. It's not I'm not a conspiracy nut. It's provable. Handful, very small elite run and own these corporations, which include the mainstream media.
There really are 22 families who run and own 50% of the mainstream media, which is where we get our news. And it's true. It's a fact. You can look it up. I can't be this big of an asshole without having the truth to back me up. Otherwise, I'd be a fucking nut doing this. But see, if you have the truth with you, you can do this.
I'll show you politics in America. Here it is, right here. I think the puppet on the right shares my beliefs. I think the puppet on the left is more to my liking. Hey, wait a minute. There's one guy holding up both puppets. Shut up. Go back to bed, America. Your government is in control.
Grow the fuck up. Take responsibility for your fucking lives. The cocksucking elite who own and run everything in this fucking country are selling it out from under us tomorrow. Our elections are a fucking charade. And tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, they're selling your fucking life out from under you. Don't you ever fucking forget it either. There's dick jokes coming up. Please relax.
I have this feeling who's ever elected president, no matter what your promises you promise on the campaign trail, blah, 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 when you win, you go into this smoky room with the 12 industrialist, capitalist scumfucks who got you in there, and you're in this smoky room, and this little film, the screen comes down, and a big guy in a cigar, roll the film. And it's a shot of the Kennedy assassination from an angle you've never seen before. And then the screen goes up, and the lights come up, and they go to the new president. Any questions? Just what my agenda is. First we bomb Baghdad. You got it.
Everyone's getting screwed now, and it's becoming so transparent, their fucking lie, that it's laughable. I think there's a change coming up, man. You can't put out puerile crap 24 hours, because eventually there's going to be chaos in the streets, which there already is, because people are frustrated not having their voice of reason confirmed. And everyone has that voice of reason that goes, this is bull, man. What I'm watching is bull. And yet, the media does not confirm it.
Folks, it's time to evolve, man. That's why we're troubled, because you know why our institutions are failing us? The church, the state, everything's failing. It's because they're no longer relevant. They're not relevant anymore. We're supposed to keep evolving. You know, evolution didn't end with us growing opposable thumbs. Did you know that? There's another 90% of our brains that we have to illuminate. That brings me back to that little thing that grows on a cow turd.
I believe that God left certain drugs growing naturally upon our planet to help speed up and facilitate our evolution. That's God's little accelerator pad for our evolution.
3 weeks ago, 2 of my friends and I went to a ranch in Fredericksburg, Texas, and took what Terrence McKenna calls a heroic dose. 5 dried grams. Let me tell you, our third eye was squeegeed quite cleanly. Wow! And I'm glad they're against the law. You know what happened when I took them? The heavens parted, God looked down and rained gifts of forgiveness onto my being, healing me on every level, psychically, physically, emotionally. And I realized our true nature is spirit, not body, that we are eternal beings, and God's love is unconditional.
Your ego dissolves and you realize the true nature of our reality, which is mind, and that we literally all are one, and there's no such thing as death, and our bodies are an illusion.
Now, if that isn't a hazard to this country, how are we going to keep building nuclear weapons? You know what I mean? What's going to happen to the arms industry when we realize we're all one? It's going to fuck up the economy. The economy that's fake anyway. Which would be a real bummer, you know.
You never see a positive drug story on the news, do you? You ever seen one? Isn't that weird? Don't you think that's strange? I mean, the news is supposed to be objective, isn't it? Supposed to be the news?
But every drug story is negative. Well, hold it. I've had some killer fucking times on drugs. Let's hear the whole story.
I'd like to see a positive LSD story. Would that be newsworthy just once?
To base your decision on information rather than scare tactics and superstitions and lies.
Today, a young man on acid realized that all matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration. That we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There is no such thing as death. Life is only a dream, and we are the imagination of ourselves. Here's Tom with the weather.
It's time for a new philosophy, folks. One based on, yes, the principles of Jesus, which were love your brother as yourself, because you know what? He is yourself. Literally. We are literally all one. Okay.
Outer space awaits our presence. We are better and more unique creatures than this, and all eternity is our playground.
This is the material, by the way, that has kept me virtually anonymous in America. You know, no one fucking knows me. No one gives a fuck. I had to have this weird thing about trying to illuminate the collective unconscious and help humanity. Fucking moron! Meanwhile, this is my last show ever. I'm tired, folks. Tired of spreading the news. And this is the routine that has virtually ended my career in America. And I'm going to end on this, but you've been a great crowd.
The world is like a ride at an amusement park, and when you choose to go on it, you think it's real, because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time, and they begin to question, is this real, or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us, and they say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid, ever, because this is just a ride, and we kill those people.
John Lennon, murdered. John Kennedy, murdered. Martin Luther King, murdered. Gandhi, murdered. Jesus, murdered.
Men who try and help are murdered and cut down in their prime of their youth, and hacks and mediocres and fascists run everything else.
But it doesn't matter because it's just a ride. And we can change it anytime we want. It's only a choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings of money. A choice right now between fear and love. The eyes of fear want you to put bigger locks on your door, buy guns, close yourself off. The eyes of love instead see all of us as one. Here's what we can do to change the world right now to a better ride.
You know all that money we spend on nuclear weapons and defense every year? Trillions of dollars.
Instead, just play with this. If we spent that money
Feeding, clothing, and educating the poor of the world,
Which it would pay for many times over, not one human being excluded. Not one.
not one human being excluded.
We could, as one race, explore outer space together in peace forever. Thank you very much. You're great.
You've been great. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming to my final show.
It's just a ride. It's just a ride.